Amy, thank you for taking time to sit down with me.
Oh, you're welcome. One of the best things that somebody told me was that you want to eat the rainbow. You want to eat your yellow vegetables, your red vegetables, and especially your green vegetables. The biggest don't smoke.
Okay.
Don't go to tanning beds. Don't tan. Limit your alcohol use. Make sure you are exercising at least 5 to 7 times a week.
I reached out to Dr. Amy Vaughan to see if she could talk with me and share her knowledge about what she knows and how a healthy lifestyle does in fact play a role in healthy skin. Let's talk about alcohol consumption. So are there certain alcohols that you should avoid, or?
You really want to avoid the darker liquors. You want to avoid alcohol that's high in sugars. A lot of the white wines are high in sugars.
What about vodka? Is that high in sugar?
Vodka is a clear liquor, and so it is better for you. What we get into trouble with is that we mix those with fruit juices, we mix them with heavily sugared pops, and a lot of the cocktails have a huge amount of sugar, and that's what gets us into trouble. Not only do they taste good, you drink more, and then you get dehydrated because of your overconsumption of the alcohol. One of the better alcohols for you is red wine. It actually is high in resveratrol, which is an antioxidant. So it does have beneficial properties for our face. It also helps with blood flow. It has a mild anticoagulant effect. We actually have people stop red wine, any type of alcoholic beverage, about 24 to 48 hours before we do procedures.
Okay. So how many glasses is too many?
You want to stay in moderation. Moderation is anywhere between 1 to 2 glasses of red wine. It's up to the person. You don't want to do it every day, 6 to 8 glasses of wine or vodka, but in moderation, 1 to 2 with dinner. And the other is the quantity. 12 ounces is different than 4 ounces, so you want to stay on the lesser side of that.
So you're saying I've got some work to do then?
You do.
Stress is like an everyday occurrence for probably the majority of Americans. How does that play a part in your skin?
Stress actually has a huge impact not only on our skin but our mind. When you're stressed, you don't think clearly. Your skin, it's lackluster. It also increases cortisol levels. And when you increase cortisol levels, you're more prone to acne. Your psoriasis is worse. Your eczema is worse. We know people lose their hair when they're stressed. It actually is a skin condition or a hair condition.
I've actually experienced that. Hair falling out. Of course, I think that there's like you shed some every so now and then.
You do. You're supposed to shed about 100 hairs a day, but what's 100 hairs for me would be totally different than 100 hairs for you. I have thinner hair, and so it's a little more worrisome. But it is something that you do. Stress, you have to learn to manage it, and it's hard. It's taken me a long time to be able to deal with that, and it's a huge aspect of life.
So what are some recommendations, or what are some things that you do to relieve your stress or reduce your stress?
In the past couple years, have been trying to meditate at least for 5-10 minutes in the morning before and get my mindset right. And I have been getting into yoga a lot more as I've gotten older. And I really think the meditation, deep breathing, and yoga really have helped in regards to dealing with stress. And you can go from a more relaxed, slower pace yoga to hot yoga, and it's something that there's so many different avenues to go down that it's something to look into.
Hey guys, so I decided to take Dr. Amy Vaughan's advice, and I'm here with Randi Greene from RLG Fitness, and she's going to show me some yoga poses to incorporate into my everyday life to help relieve my stress.
All of us have a lot of stresses in our life. Life can get a little overwhelming or sometimes a lot overwhelming.
Sure.
So incorporating yoga into your everyday life really helps ease that tension in your mind and body.
Yeah.
Some of these exercises and poses I'm going to take you through, it's a lot of deep breathing. It's really getting that connection with your mind and body, and it's a great way to start your day or even end your day to kind of wind down and relax.
Yeah, Amy did say that deep breathing is key to relieve stress.
All right, Erica, so we're gonna start. You can either bring your right foot into your left hip crease into half lotus pose, or if you wanna do easy seated pose, you can just release that foot, whatever you're more comfortable with. Exhale, we're gonna bring that right forearm down to the ground, pressing that palm into the mat, reaching that left arm up over the head. And I want you to just take a few deep breaths here. And we're gonna inhale those arms up. Exhale that right hand to the outside of the left knee, gaze over that left shoulder, little spinal twist. Again, you're gonna inhale, look up. Exhale, squeeze that belly button up. Now don't worry so much about making any type of shape with your body. Just move where your breath takes you. And everybody's favorite, we're gonna press those hips back to child's pose. So you can have your knees spread wide or you can have them together, whatever you prefer, okay? Reaching those arms out in front of you, bringing the forehead down to the mat. Keep drawing your tailbone back towards your heels. Before I said child's pose was most people's favorite, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this is most people's favorite. So reach behind your legs and slowly roll back. This is called Shavasana or corpse pose. Though this is everybody's favorite pose, sometimes this is the most difficult for people because a lot of people have a hard time just completely relaxing. Those are just a few poses that you can do, like I said, end of the day to unwind and de-stress, or at the beginning of the day to just really get your day started off on the right foot.
Well, thank you so much. I feel de-stressed already.
Of course, anytime.
Now, I'm gonna go to lunch and I'm gonna drink a glass of red wine.
Exercise is another huge help in skincare. We're exposed to toxins every day in our environment, and whether it be environmental toxins or food. And so when you sweat, not only do you increase blood flow to rid yourself of those toxins, but the sweat itself contains a lot of those byproducts.
I'm gonna follow Dr. Amy Vaughan's advice, and she's gonna show me some weighted workouts to really get the blood flowing.
Well, I'm really short on time. I have 2 kids, not a lot of time to devote to working out. So if we do a lot of combo movements, we can combine upper body and lower body. And what you don't even think about is you're working your core muscles as well to work on balance.
Okay.